shots wise, and just a little comparison there. But the trailer kicks off, as you can see here, with Neymar, of course, the main man, of course, as a cover star, as you'd expect. And of course, we see him do a ball roll in the first like 30 seconds of, no, like 20 seconds of the trailer. And as you can see here, this is a different ball completely. As you can see, read on the actual ball, it says the 20th anniversary edition, PES 2016. Well, it says 1996 to 1995 to 2015. And this is a new ball which is being used as the PES 2016 ball. You know, each year there's a different ball for each game. So with that being said, game kicks off, and as you can see here, it looks absolutely amazing. And as you can see there, that is the new collision system, which makes it look so amazing. And as you can see here, Varane, it slips as Neymar spins past him. It just looks so goddamn good. And as you see the passing here, pass, really nice finish from Neymar. Well, he actually does end up finishing this shot. But as you see here, the grass particles are actually real. It wasn't a fake from the teaser trailer. The particles will actually go flying up when you take a shot, which is really cool because it happens in real life all the time, as you'd expect. As you see, it goes into the back of the net, and then the player goes off to celebrate. And my god, does it look fantastic when he goes off to celebrate. It's a bit like the FIFA celebrations, but my god, does it make it look actually quite good as well, rather than just being, of course, as you'd expect, like from far away. It looks like it could potentially zoom in, which could be quite good. But as we see in the next part of the trailer, we go between a game between Juventus and Roma, and for some reason this dude is here, and I have no clue who he is, but maybe he's the manager. Maybe, I don't know. But with that being said, you end up getting to this part here, and like I was saying if you actually read the press release, it talks about players getting angry and whatnot when people get barged off the ball. As you see here, Turby gets barged off the ball, and then he reacts quite violently to the referee, and Marquinhos runs away with the ball, and it just looks really good and really realistic. But as you see here, nice little passing between Llorente and Carlos Tevez. Some really nice chest control from Carlos Tevez after he flicks the ball up to his chest, pings the back net with his left foot, and he goes off to celebrate. And it just looks so goddamn good, slick, and fantastic. As you see here, a bit with the Liga BBVA, again, more added collision system. It looks really good. And as we see here, the player makes a really good clearance. Actually, it's really weird clearance, but it looks absolutely amazing. He kicks it with the back of his right foot as it goes over his head, because there's nothing he can really do about it, and it looks ridiculously good. I have to give them fair props to that. But as we see here from the goalkeepers all seem to be a little bit different, and I think it's the Villarreal goalkeeper makes a really good double save at the end of this part. As you see here, really good save from the Sociedad players. One player takes a shot, another player takes another shot, he gets up and he saves it. It's a really nice little finish there. And as we see here with Trevino on his left hand side, he crosses it in with a Rabona cross. My god, how big a thing is that? A Rabona cross don't really happen often in PES, like Rabonas in general, but it's a really nice little cross from Trevino with his Rabona, and De Rossi goes in and headers it into the back of the net, and he goes off to celebrate. Now, we hear a little bit of a weird music in the background, but of course you won't actually know this because you're not actually watching the trailer at the same time as I am watching it, but of course I'm using different audio. But as you see here, going into the Master League thing, it's lead your club, make your name. It's a different thing this year instead of just playing the game in general, and it seems to have revamped Master League completely. I missed out on the Marquinhos one because it doesn't really say much, but the Fernando Torres one says he's really the symbol of this team. He's been through so much with us. Every coach would be delighted to have someone like him in their team. It seems that it's actually generally going to change the bio of each player as you go through like the seasons, because for example, Carlos Tevez is not one of the best players in the world, but it says he is on the planet, and people come from all over the world just to see him play, which is a bit interesting. It's a bit more like the biographies you'd see in Football Manager rather than in a PES game. So that being said, Daniel De Rossi gives always on every single match positive effect, definitely worthy of being called a general. Now he's like the midfield general. It ends up putting him into the team, and it's really interesting because I think this is actually what the new game plan will look like. As you see here, when in possession, out of possession, and at kickoff and stuff like that, you actually see it change at the top, which is really cool, and it just looks amazing. Hopefully they actually do have the 3D models, but one of the big things which I have to say looks amazing is stats wise. Now I'm a stats whore when it comes to it, and as you can see there, low passes, through passes, lofted passes, how many passes you make each game, stuff like that, your play area, your defensive third, middle third, and as you see here as well, the rankings as well for the stats just looks amazing. You see the rankings for dribbling, passing, pass, target, shooting, aerial battles 1, tackles 1, just looks fantastic, as well as the team instructions for the trends. As your trends change from August to September, sometimes people have more average attacking time, average pass distance, maybe a bit more short passing in September, more long passing in August. Looks amazing. See here a new menu as well, doesn't really look that different to be honest. Well, it does look quite different, but As we see here, we see a lot of this stuff with stuff in the rain, and the rain looks amazing. It looks very Ground Zeroes-esque rain, which just makes the game look amazing, as well as the water particles are real. All that stuff was real from the teaser trailer. None of it was just bullcrap and rubbish. But as you see here from the goal, which Iturbi actually scores a really nice header, scores the goal and goes to celebrate with De Rossi, and De Rossi ends up taking him up, and then he ends up clapping the fans. I'm going to give a guess at the end of the match as he goes off to walk off the pitch, which looks ridiculously good. But as you see here, Giorgio Chiellini has been highly valued for his defending skills among professional critics. He's been named by fans with the Iron Stopper. So stuff like this is quite interesting to see, because it sort of suggests that the biographies could potentially change for each player based on how much you actually play them and stuff like that, and of course, like in general, like just amazing. So of course, like Juan Iturbi has been highly valued for his dribbling skills, been named by fans as the charge commander, as well as going on to Andrea Pirlo, who's just like so goddamn amazing, become a player that truly represents the sport of football. He's been named by fans as the Jewel of Italy. Now I wonder if these nicknames will actually exist. Like, of course, maybe he is known as the Jewel of Italy in real life, I'm not really particularly sure, but maybe like if you have like a fake player, he could actually end up being like, I don't know, like the pride of Scotland or something. Like, for example, if I was a Scottish player, like something like that would be quite cool to see. Obviously here, Daniel De Rossi has been highly valued for his dedication to his team, been named by fans as the Braveheart. Of course, he was known as a general before, so now he's a Braveheart, so maybe it's a bit different, maybe it does change over the season, so who knows. But this part I just left in as normal speed because it just shows off the attacking AI, how it's been updated to sort of see that your players automatically make moves into space without you having to automatically instigate them into doing so. As you see here with the Real Sociedad, the player plays a nice little through ball over the top and pings in the top left corner. It's a really nice goal as well. And you see here, positioning's flexible, like all these different sort of things with the team AI, and it just looks absolutely amazing. As you see a player here, I think it's Callihan, ends up scoring for Napoli. But as you see here, we end up getting up to the crazy bit of the trailer where we see Neymar do a scorpion kick. Now scorpion kicks have never been in PES before, so like a scorpion kick is very, very new for this series, and personally I think it's like amazing seeing him do a scorpion kick. Of course it doesn't really happen that often in real life, but the only one I can think of is Ibrahimovic scoring one. But apart from that, you see all this other crazy stuff happening in the bit where the crazy dubstep hits in, and we see Nainggolan get fouled by Chiellini, and he actually tries to get back up after slipping down, and it just looks amazing. All this sort of stuff, all the animations, all the sort of crazy things in general. As you see here, Astori gets taken, like just taken by surprise by Callahan, and he puts his hand down to stabilize himself before trying to get back and make a challenge. Unfortunately he can't. But like all these celebrations, as you see here, Totti taking his phone out to his selfie with the Apple phone, of course, and it actually looks like he physically does take a selfie, like it actually shows it from the screen's perspective. So maybe it actually does save, like I'm gonna guess it probably doesn't, but maybe it does actually save your images onto like your hard drive of you like taking a selfie with some random dude, which would just be crazy if it did. But as you see here from the final bit of the trailer, in terms of gameplay wise, you see Neymar like flicking the ball all over the place with his left right foot, and then he ends up volleying it in very very Zinedine Zidane like, with like think about when Zidane scored against Leverkusen in the Champions League final. That is the spitting image of this exact same volley, and it just looks amazing in terms of the animation quality. Just looks fantastic as he pings in the top corner, and it comes up saying love the past, play the future, PES 2016 Pro Evolution Soccer. Then to the last bit of the trailer, it's talking about MyClub. Now with MyClub, which one of the things which I did notice in the press release was talking about player levels, and player levels, of course I didn't really understand what it was actually talking about, and now I actually do sort of understand that you start off with whatever rating will be like 80 odd, and as you play your player with more things, you'll end up getting to a higher level. It looked like it was level 30 was the top level, but as you can see here from the two players in the top right hand corner, you see level 32 and level 38 on the left and right hand side respectively, which is really cool as well to see as well. And one of the other things which I think is really good is the Neymar Jr., which you end up getting for the game if you pre-order it, is a loan for 10 matches rather than just forever, and you also get one player for UEFA.com Team of the Year, as I already said before. And as you can see here, it's available for the North, Central and South America on September 15th, 2015, and it's available worldwide on September 17th, so it is definitely coming out a week before FIFA comes out. Now that is big, like huge. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe my channel for more. If you want anything else to be looked at in detail, of course I will do so. Just comment below with what you want to see, and catch you later.